The greatest European team of all time, Toulouse, are champions for the 6th time, and Leinster have suffered a third final defeat in a row. More heartbreak for them and so much for them to think about, Fiona. So where to from here now for them?
Look, I think they really need to quickly shift to the URC. They have to look at trying to bring a trophy home. Obviously, they've put themselves in a difficult position in terms of home matches. They've Connacht next week, and they've firmly focused on trying to win that and be up high up the table as possible. I think, what are they sitting in?
Yeah, they're sitting in third at the minute. I think they can't finish any lower than fourth, so they will have a home quarter-final. But the Bulls, you would fancy them to go away to the Sharks, get a result, especially after the Sharks winning the Challenge Cup and securing their position in the Champions Cup for next season. And Munster with Ulster at home, you would expect them to get the job done there. So everybody's sort of vying for, those couple of places that are up for grabs. But Leinster, it's just it's going to be a tough run for the season.
The problem is, this isn't the first year they've done this, Jamie, where they've put all their eggs into this basket and it hasn't worked out. It seems even further away, where now a URC title has to mean more, but it still doesn't mean like what the big one, like Europe does, I
think first thing to do, if you got to, like Leo said it, is you learn a lot about how people lose and how they react. I think they've got to go have a beer, if I'm honest, and just decompress for the next probably only 24 hours. Are
they past that though? Like the learnings they would have had. I mean, this is the third year in a row. Is it? I
think you're always learning, right? So you never stop. Like, does it make it any easier? No, absolutely not. Is there points that they can look at? I think they can look at their game management. Yeah, like that's one thing they can look at. They came up in the semi-final, for example. Came up last week against Ulster. But for now, I think it's the emotional energy that went into that and has been sucked out of them. They have to turn the page very quickly, or else they could be in the same position they were like last year.
It's very hard though, because Fiona, the point that's going to sit with them tonight when they are going to sleep again is it's another year, it's another wait, it's another financial investment, an emotional investment, and it does just seem that further away.
Look, it does, and obviously they've big signings coming next year, but that's not going to be on their mind. It's trying to get the bodies right for next week. Obviously they've played over 110 minutes there tonight. You're going to have sore bodies, and it's trying to get them mentally right but also physically right to turn it around and be at home to Connacht and try and get that win and put themselves back in a winning position, and they'll have to park Europe until next year.
Yeah, it's easier said than done though, Stephen, because I'm sure that follows them into the office when they come back in again and trying to get back out on the pitch. I'm sure they all want to play again, but it's a hard one to forget.
Yeah, it's a hard one, especially when your body and probably Wednesday is still feeling pretty battered and bruised, and you're going to have to get yourself up for another big game at home to Connacht. But if there's a group of players that need to show character and need to show resilience, it has to be this group, and they have to show that they are the best team in the URC and go on and win that. And they're going to have to go probably away from home in a semi-final or a final. And I think, that'll be a great achievement if they're able to do that. So let's see what this Leinster team are made of over the next couple of weeks.
Times are changing as well in Irish rugby, Jamie, with financial implications next year and whatever. Yeah. Winning a URC title would actually be big business for Leinster still.
It's the only thing they can win now. So, I mean, it's 100% the focus. This is now done. It's gone for another year. That idea of having a 5th star in the jersey is gone, and they have to chase the URC. I think they have to deliver a trophy. They need it for themselves, they need it for the players, they need it for the club, they need it for the fans.
Yeah, I think they do. I think everybody's emotionally drained after that. We're going to have to leave it there. My thanks to Fiona, to Jamie and to Stephen for their